So that's Tuesday, August 8th, and you want to be there on a boat, of course, with your favorite beverage.
That's right.
Next, let's hear from Tom Dayton and the very successful coach of the Piranhas swim team, who won their 65th consecutive swim meet this past Saturday, defeating Auburn Lake Trails. Roger Martinson is with Tom at Lake the Pines pool, and here they are.
Well, right on, Paul. I'm here with Tom Dayton, the very impressive coach of the LOP Piranhas swim team.
Hi, Roger.
How are you doing?
I'm excellent. Nice to see you again.
You're looking very good, Tom.
Well, thanks. Thanks very much.
Tom has coached the Piranhas for 9 years. The last 8 years, as a lot of us know, the Piranhas have been undefeated. Very impressive.
That's right, Roger. This is actually my 10th season, and this team seems like it just keeps getting better year after year. You know, a few years ago I thought maybe we had the best team I've ever seen back in the early 2000s, and this one just might be the best Piranha team I've ever coached. So it's a lot of fun.
Okay, it is a lot of fun. Some of your best swimmers just
That's right. They just strolled through the camera.
Floated through. Well, so far this season you're 4-0.
That's correct.
You just beat Auburn Lake Trails.
That's right.
Okay, well, are you satisfied then?
Yeah, so far so good. You know, the way this season kind of works is you have dual meets with every team, and then the big finale is the championship meet at the end of the season. So it's always a good thing when you can get over on an opponent in a dual meet, because that tends to bode well for a championship meet. And this coming Saturday, the Auburn Sharks, our nemesis, our enemies from the north, whatever direction that is, they come to town, and that's going to be our biggest meet of the season for sure.
Okay. Or maybe they're to the south, who knows?
You know what, I think you're right. They're to the south.
Well, things change.
They do. It depends on where you stand.
Yeah, that's right. How many swimmers do you have this year?
Man, we are a big team again. We average about 160 a year. This year we have 178 active swimmers from around the community for the most part, and about 20 or so from outside the lake.
From the outside.
Right.
Now, has that ratio changed over the years?
You know, it seems like
outside to inside?
Yeah, I would say for sure. You know, when I first got here, the ratio was more like 75-25, and I think as LOP's demographic has gone more to the family side, I think we're seeing more and more families get wind of this very excellent summer program, and I'd say the ratio's got to be more like 85-15.
Okay, so it's getting more and more of to be an LOP team.
Without a doubt. I think over time, you know, I could see this being exclusively an LOP team just because we have the kids to support it, which wasn't always the case.
You've got so much interest within Lake of the Pines.
Definitely.
Success builds interest.
I think so, you know, and the new pool doesn't hurt, and I think people walk by and see all the activity in the evenings, and, you know, it's hot at night, and all those things combine, and you got the 178 screaming kids trying to get in on the team.
Love it. When you first started with the Piranhas, and this would be 10 years ago.
That's right.
What was your motivation to say, I would like to coach the Piranhas?
Yeah, boy, that's a great question. I remember the day vividly. My youngest, or my oldest daughter now, my youngest swimmer back then, Shannon, was on the team, and I was just kind of walking around like most parents do, watching. I thought, geez, you know, it's kind of chaotic, and wouldn't it be great to spend some more time with my kid? And the next season, I threw my hat in and had my little interview, and you know, I kind of bluffed my way through that, and so my motivation was purely selfish, to spend more time with my kids and, you know, give myself something to get out of the office. Being a computer guy, you know, I can really lock myself away if I'm not careful, so this is a good way to get out and about.
What is your swimming background?
You know, pretty.
Sorry, I asked that.
It's you know, it's fairly unimpressive. I did this kind of thing as a kid. I grew up in Southern California and swam year-round, what was called AAU swimming back in the day, and high school, and swam 1 year in college. Pretty much realized that was the end of my, you know, rainbow for swimming.
Okay.
But you know, I'd say whatever the heck that means, 12, 13 years of competitive swimming. But the memories are still pretty strong, although physically you can't do it anymore.
Well, you have to. The obvious is that you have to be very satisfied with what's been accomplished.
Without a doubt, you know, like I think I told my wife 10 years ago that I'd be satisfied if we could just win the championship one time. It just seemed like a pretty modest goal, and I would get the heck out of the way and let somebody who really wanted to do this come in. But funny that, you know, the years started kind of rolling by, and then suddenly we're 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and I just love it. It's a heck of a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but you know, I get to know all these kids by their first name, and they run around and give me little presents, and they're hugging me, and it's a great way for me, like I said, to get out and to be a part of the community, and the rewards are numerous, let me tell you.
I was at one of your first practices, and I remember, not this year, but a couple of years ago, and I remember you saying, I will know all of your names.
That's right. It usually takes about 2 weeks, but this year with the bigger team, it took more like 3. But I could line these little guys up, and I could roll through their names one after the other.
Okay,
So it's one of my little things I try to do.
Well, that's an impressive little thing.
Well, thanks. It's fun to do.
Okay. What are our goals for this year? What are maybe your personal goals?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. I thought about that a little bit, wondering if maybe you'd ask that. And I think, in order of importance for me is that every kid here who's on the team feels that much better about themselves at the end of the season than they did at the start. It's really important that the kids get a sense of accomplishment and improve, and this is a great venue for that. It's building their self-esteem, building their sense of competition and awareness of the importance of physical fitness. So that's first, for sure. Second would be obviously to get over the Sharks in a week. That's definitely a big goal.
Okay.
Third, to go to the championship and win again for nine years. That would be amazing. And then icing on the cake would be if we could get 6 new league records set this year. I've been doing a little bit of number crunching, and we have a really good opportunity to set a number of very, very old and very, very fast records with a bunch of kids on this team. So I would say in that order, those are my personal goals.
Okay, good. Well, anything else you'd like to?
Well, just to thank LOP for providing this excellent pool for us. I know they were generous to give us an extra 30 minutes of practice time this year, mostly for the benefit of these little piranhas here, and it's been a really big help to give these guys a little extra time in the pool. So I'm grateful to LOP, I'm grateful to all the parents and the members for allowing me to hang around here for 10 years. This whistle's getting pretty old, but it's got a couple more blows left in it.
It's got a lot of teeth mark on it.
No doubt.
Yes,
no
it
doubt.
does.
A little gum, maybe. Who knows?
Well, LOP is very grateful to have you leading the Piranhas for all these years.
I am humble.
You are a very impressive coach, teacher, and role model.
It's very nice of you to say, Roger. It means a lot, and it's like I said, it's the looks on the kids' faces when they come out of the water, the fears that are conquered. All these little mini victories keep you coming back. So it's a pleasure.
Okay, let's. We talked about the Auburn match, and it's coming up this Saturday.
That's correct.
Right here.
Right here at LOP, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay. Well,
it should be a really good meet. A lot of kids from Placer High School and Colfax High School are on the Auburn team, and we've got a lot of really great swimmers from Bear River High School. So it's setting up to be quite a match. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Tom.
Thanks, Roger. Appreciate it.
And go Piranhas.
That's right. Go Piranhas.
All right.
See ya.
We have a great swim program. Imagine 9 years of undefeated teams.
Amazing.
And this year we have 3 outstanding swimmers who stood out on Saturday, and that was Allison Dayton, Stephanie Ursini, and Chase Rogers. Allison, who will be a sophomore at Bear River this fall, won 4 of her races, and she was the first in the 50-yard freestyle, the 100-yard freestyle, and will be on 2 relay teams that also won. Stephanie Ursini will be a Bear River junior and turned in a time of 26.5 seconds in the 50 yards freestyle swim, which is good enough to qualify for a league record. That's really
Can't hardly
wonderful.
see her fly through the water.
Yeah.
Man.
She also took first place in the 50-yard butterfly, the 100-yard individual medley, and swam the 200-yard mixed medley relay, which also won.
Nicely done.
No, backstroke is.
What was the record?
Backstroke is 40.
26.7.
You're 100 free.
How does that compare
47.
with your best ever?
Well, today I got a 26.5, but during school season I got a 25, so I'm hoping for that again.
Okay. Well, nicely done.
Thank
Steph.
you.
Take care, number 24.
Chase Rogers, who many of you may remember from the basketball team as an outstanding basketball player, is a Bear River senior and also had 4 wins in the boys' 50-yard freestyle, the 100-yard freestyle, the 50-yard backstroke, and the 200-yard mixed freestyle.
Man, it's amazing.
It really is.
We're going to have Olympic champions coming out of this team. Amazing.
Nicely done. What was your time, Chase?
Between a 24 flat and 23.97.
Oh my
Somewhere in there?
Yeah.
All right. How does that compare with the best you've done before?
That's my best LOP time.
Great. All right. Go Piranhas.